Hi, and welcome to Table Talks on Today with Paul. Today I'm very happy to do a small unboxing here of 3 Marvel Legends action figures. And the reason this isn't in product placement is because I haven't opened these yet. I have really no clue, but of course I love Marvel Comics, I love the Marvel characters, and of course the Marvel Legends in particular are by Hasbro, of course, are pretty awesome. The adult collector can get some enjoyment out of this physical representation of the characters, a mini statue type situation there, possibly. Call it what you like. Some people call it articulated comic book art. And anyways, on the table up for grabs on that, I've got Deadpool right now. And I've also got The Thing. Not a big fan of The Thing, but this particular action figure just struck me. And of course, my main man, Wolverine. I'm excited to see the tiger stripe outfit with the blue and the yellow. Of course, previous release of Wolverine was more in his brown and yellow costume. I prefer this one. This is what I grew up with. So we're going to go ahead and dig into these, but just so you know, Marvel Legends are an average, cost around $20 a pop. It just depends on how popular the character is, and good luck finding them on the store shelf. Of course, apparently Toys R Us might be coming back, from what I hear. Heard they're going to call themselves Jeffries instead. So whoever's investing in that and bringing it back, awesome. We got a toy store to go back to again. But otherwise, you're going to find at your local Walgreens, and some of your convenience stores might be a good bet on that too. And sometimes Walgreens, in fact, even has exclusives. So there you go. We're going to go ahead and get started, shall we? First up, we have Marvel Legends, The Thing. Like I've said, not my favorite character, but as soon as you see inside this window, I think you can kind of tell that with the paint job, the washes, as some people say, to give it the shading and that sort of effect, and not to mention the very intricate detailing of his sculpted rocky body. Just seems like a lot of detail went into this action figure. And then also just the mass of this action figure, this size, especially for, you know, your average $20 cost point. What I'm saying is this is an action figure that just seems as though to have a lot of bang for the buck. And believe you me, once you get this one in particular in hand, you're going to feel the heft of it. And compared to somebody like Deadpool, Wolverine, that's going to be real obvious. As you can see on the front here, it is a Walgreens exclusive figure, which means you're supposed to only be able to find it at Walgreens, of course. As you all know, I'm sure, you go out there to Amazon.com, go out to eBay.com, and you're going to find second sellers who maybe picked up quite a few of these guys so they can make a little bit more money online. We're going to go ahead and flip this package around so you can see what we got going on there. You got your little artworks on the side, and of course they show him in a really cool action pose on the back. This is not part of a Build-A-Figure wave, as many people out there should know Marvel Legends is known for if you're into these action figures. This is an independent release of an action figure. Otherwise, you'd see listed down below somewhere on the back here what other figures are available in that particular BAF wave, Build-A-Figure wave, or sometimes known for, well, obviously BAF, Bath. And then here you go on some other work on the other side. And now it's time to get this thing open. I'm using my trusty Bird Cara 2. Of course, Bird being the budget line of Spyderco. You can see the nice little Spidey style hole there, except it's got a little beak on it instead of just a plain little hole there. And of course, great deployment. Took me a little to get used to the styling of these, but very pretty knife in my opinion. and very easy to deploy. So let's go ahead and get started here, and we're going to go ahead and dig in, cut our seal there, and of course safety first, put the knife away, closed of course, and we're going to see if we can get this puppy open. Let's see. Come on, baby. Come on. You know you want to. There you go. There you go. Now we're going to go ahead and open the side there. Pop this guy out. Alright, there's that. Oh yeah, here he is out of box. Looking pretty awesome as I thought he would. We got our nice little cardboard display back there. And let's go ahead. There you go. He's got a nice little Fantastic Four logo back there. And then of course we got the press fit plastic. So go ahead and get him out of here. Alright, come on guy. I know you can do this. Feels like... Okay, I got a little stringy band here. Let me cut this guy real quick. There we go. And looks like I got one on the other side too. Alright, looks like they got these stringy bands kind of stuck in the joints there. Go ahead and pop that away. Safety first, like I said. But look at this action figure. He is stout. That's one word description for it. He is very stout. Look at the bulk of him. That's incredible. All the detail on here. Every little rock that's been kind of sculpted out. Looks like you got a little bit of, you got a little bit of wrist pivot there. He rotates all these different spots. Yeah, he's looking cool. You got even an elbow kind of moves right there, and you can kind of get his, he's very posable. These hands are just massive. Looks like he could probably do the splits just about. He's got a little bit of ankle pivot. That's cool. You could get him in a lot of poses. I don't like to wear my action figures out too much as far as the joints go, because if one day I want to display him, you know, it's a little easier if we got stiffer joints. Of course, for us, we don't really care so much about stiff joints. He comes out with an alternative left hand here, as you can see. I'll go ahead and put that on the table. And it comes with a come on. You know you want to get out here. Come on. Looks like his other right fist that's a left fist. I'm sorry, I got this confused. You got an open right hand and a closed fist left hand. Switch them out if you like. And last but not least, you've also got an alternative head here. And I'm just gonna make sure here. Yeah, we got his angry face on there right now, and we got somewhat of a maybe just a little bit of a PO'd face. He's getting ready for action. But there you go. That's the thing. Up next, as you can see, we have Marvel Legends Deadpool, which I was super stoked about because let me tell you, like I say, get them while they're hot. You never know when these puppies are going to sell out and whether you can find them. And the secondary market, like I said, on somewhere like eBay or Amazon is not very kind, although available. You're going to be paying marked up prices, especially for a very popular action figure like this. You had the first Deadpool movie come out. Of course, they released a figure then, and I was hoping to get that one. And that's why I'm so happy to grab this one. Because with Deadpool 2 having come out, of course, they had to release another Deadpool action figure. Can't go wrong with that. Just so it turns out that this is a Build-A-Figure wave. And so there just so happened to be 7 figures available. And at the end of the day, it looks like you end up building the Sasquatch. And go ahead and turn this around to the other side here. See some of that artwork. And then of course I'll show you the back here. There you go. Like I said, average street price of $20. That's just average retail price anyways. Average street price, like I said there again, for one of these is not going to go below that. For some reason, the action figure market's pretty hot. And I think it's due to people such as me, these adult collectors. I mean, I'm an 80s baby, let's face it, you know. I'm looking for something that's pretty cool. You know, a lot of times it's more likely people like me than just a little kid grabbing one of these. Although I know the kids love these figures too. I had a friend over the other day, and his boy tried to rip open the thing on me. So, you know, that's the way it goes. Of course, there again, we'll go ahead and get our knife going there and break this seal. Come on, there you go. Safety first, like I said. We'll see if we end up running into another situation like we did with the thing there. All right, these guys like to be a little bit tricky. Tell you what, as tight as that is, I'm just going to use this as a bit of a pry. Safety first, man. Don't get your fingers in the way if you're doing something like this, right? You don't want anybody getting hurt, especially after my especially after my last little bleeper I had come out. Yeah, that was fun, let me tell you. All right, here we go. We got Deadpool out of packaging. There you go. The cardboard sleeve didn't come too easily with this one. Well, actually, wait a minute. Nope, there we go. I just popped that out there. You got the little Deadpool symbol there and silhouetted in the background. And then, of course, we got Deadpool here. Press fit plastic again, just like the thing. This is standard fare these days for Marvel Legends. And we'll go ahead and try to pop him out. Looks like the swords are fairly well secured there. Oh yeah, come on, bail out, bud. There you go. There's Deadpool. All right, let's get see about getting these swords out. Okay, yeah, they just kind of slide in, just like that. Just kind of boop. Yep, there you go. And let's try to stand him up. Come on, buddy. Man, looks like he's gonna be he's gonna be a little fun to pose here. At least get him stood up. There you go. We accomplished that. We got him all stood up, and he's looking pretty cool. I actually kind of liked the first one better from what I had seen and some of the reviews and whatnot. But just to have a Deadpool action figure, period, is pretty cool. They got all his pouches on here. They got, of course, his katana blades and storage, his sheaths, and of course, I think overall he looks pretty cool. No doubt. He didn't really, well, obviously didn't come with any extras, but we'll go ahead and show you this. Looks like his katana's just kind of port right in, no, wrong way. And there for storage. I'm not seeming to get that one in all the way, but okay. No, wrong way, I think. There we go. We got it right way. Actually, I just noticed at the bottom here, it's shaped particularly for the end of the blade there. But overall, I like the face. I like the way they proportioned his body. You got all kinds of crazy pivot on this, and well, there you go. Looks like his hands like to come out fairly easily too. So I would be fairly careful. Look at that. We got bicep pivot. You got all kinds of pivot. Look at that ankle pivot right there. He's rocking it, man. He's got it going on with all those pivots and everything. But we'll leave him like that. I'm not. It's been a while since I posed an action figure on camera or just for standard display purposes. But we're gonna leave him like that for now, so we don't waste any more time. So let's move on to the next one, shall we? And last, and certainly not least, my main man, the Wolverine. Absolutely love the Wolverine. He's, you could almost call him my power animal. How about that? Absolutely my favorite superhero of all time. And here we go. I finally got the Tiger Stripe Wolverine. Just incredible. As you can see, I noticed off the bat that I have to apologize not for not mentioning this, but that Deadpool action figure did not have any Build-A-Figure parts in it. It was one of those rare Marvel Legend releases in a bath wave. It just so happened to be more so, I'm guessing more so a bonus type figure than part of the standard collection. I don't know exactly how that works, but I noticed off the bat I got these little extra parts in here that don't seem to make sense to Wolverine. And so that's why I mentioned that now, because this is actually part of the process of building a figure. And there's your artwork on the side. Of course, we come here on the back. You can see what other figures are available in the bath wave here. And of course, it's Apocalypse that you're building, and that's why I got these little extra parts that I didn't look like made sense. And here's this side. And of course, we're going to go ahead and get this puppy opened here. And let's see here, right there. And let's see if I don't need this time. I'm going to keep the blade pointed outward. Seem to have a little bit of trouble getting these bad boys open. Just a little bit of pry action here. Come on. Yeah, just gotta kind of give it a little motivation. That's all, just a little motivation. And here we go. We're gonna go ahead and pop out the whole thing there. That to the side, and go ahead and pop him out of here. And there we go. We got a nice X in the background for the X-Men. Of course, this is classic X-Men uniform, at least from back in my day. And here you go. You got the Wolverine out of package, so to speak. Here's those Apocalypse parts. And looks like he's a pretty simple affair as well. There's not too much extras here. We do get the extra hands, the non-bladed hands. Of course, that would not be my preference. Chances are, I love him in full-on attack mode, if you will. And look at him here. Oh yeah, he's a very posable action figure as well. I can tell that this is going to be some fun. Oh boy, let's try to get him so his legs will act right. I can't hardly get him to stand upright. Ah, there we go. He's got a little bit of pressure there in his ankles. It's just going to require a little bit of extra effort there to get him where you want him. But there we go. We got a Wolverine standing up and looking really cool, actually. This is about spot on for what I'd like to see. I like his little shoulder, his little shoulder protectors or whatever. You know, it just looks pretty cool. He's actually standing up really well on his own. I really like his boots. I like how they flared those out. I've heard complaints about the, I don't want the fins on the back of his masks, on his cowl, if you will. That doesn't seem to bother me too much seeing him out of package. I know they're usually a little bit more flared out. But I'm liking it. I'm digging it. And there's just all kinds of articulation. You got bicep, and of course, let's see here. No, not so much in the hands so much, but just all kinds. You got, wow, you could ankle pivot for days with him. Just incredible. I'm really happy with this. I like how the paint job came out. It's not too crazy shading or anything, but just a real crisp, clean paint job. It looks great. So there's your Wolverine. I want to thank you all for joining me on this episode of Today with Paul. As you can see, I've got the action figures posed and some nice action moves or getting ready for battle moves right here on the table on Table Talks. Just really excited to open these up on camera. Always like some new fun items here. And I want to thank you for sharing, liking, and subscribing as always. And of course, I hope to catch you next time. Peace.